Hello, everyone. Welcome to Story Time. I'm Miss Davena, and I'm so glad that you've joined us today. Let's go ahead and start with our hello song. Ready? Hello, everybody, and how are you? How are you? Hello, everybody, and how are you? Again. Hello, everybody, and how are you? How are you? Hello, everybody, and how are you? How are you today? Wonderful. I'm so glad you've joined us. And we have started the month of November. And November is one of my favorite times of year. There's so many great things that happen in the month of November. The beginning of November is voting. It's Veterans Day is in November, and we're going to be talking about veterans next time. That it's Native American History Month, so the whole month is devoted to Native Americans, and I have Native American history and ancestry in my family, and so that is extra special to me. It's also my birthday month, and it's Thanksgiving. It's the beginning of hunting season, so there's so many fun things that happen in November, and I love the month of November. But what we're starting out the month with is talking about Native Americans or American Indians, and we're gonna my first book that I have talks about names, and names are very important to all of us, but names are extra special to Native Americans and to other cultures in the world. And I'm going to show you the sign for name. So if you take both of your hands and put your two fingers up like this on both hands, and you tap them twice, that's name. So my name is Davena, and I would spell out my name with the finger spelling of the alphabet. So it's Davena is how you spell my name. So this first book that I have is called Thunder Boy Jr., and it is written by Sherman Alexie. And I love this book. I think it's a really fun book, and it talks all about a little boy and his dad and how they are named. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to read this story. Hello, my name is Thunderboy. Thunderboy Smith. That's my real name. And look at him, he's got a guitar. That's an interesting name, isn't it? My dad gave it to me at birth. My mom wanted to name me Sam. Sam is a good name. Sam is a normal name. Thunderboy is not a normal name. There is nobody on earth with the same name as me. I am the only Thunderboy who has ever lived. Or so you would think. But I am named after my dad. He is Thunderboy Smith Sr. And I am Thunderboy Smith Jr. Uh-oh, Mom's calling him. Uh-oh, I think he was teasing his little sister, and so he's getting yelled at, isn't he? Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, look at Dad. Dad's a big man. People call him Big Thunder. That nickname is a storm filling up the sky. People call me Little Thunder. That nickname makes me sound like a burp or a fart. I don't think he likes his name, do you? My mother's name is Agnes, and my sister's name is Lillian. Those are fancy names, but they're normal names. Thunderboy Jr. is not even close to normal. Can I tell you a secret? Come over here. I'll whisper in your ear. Ready? I hate my name. Oh, he doesn't look very happy, does he? See his face? He doesn't like his name. And you know, when I was growing up, I don't think I liked my name because it was different and I got made fun of for it. But now I really like my name. So give it a chance. You don't know. Even if you don't like your name now, you might when you're older. Don't get me wrong. My dad is awesome. But I don't want to have the same name as him. Excuse me. I want my own name. I want a name that sounds like me. I want a name that celebrates something cool that I've done. That sounds like a reasonable request. I once touched a wild orca on the nose. So my name should be Not Afraid of 10,000 Teeth. That's a pretty cool name. I once climbed a mountain, so maybe my name should be Touch the Clouds. That's a neat name. Uh-oh, what's that look like? Oh, I love playing in the dirt. So maybe my name should be Mud in His Ears. I think as an adult, he wouldn't like that name. I learned to ride a bike when I was 3. So maybe my name should be Gravity's Best Friend. I'm a klutz. I'm not Gravity's best friend. I once dreamed the sun and moon were my mom and dad. So maybe my name should be Starboy. That would be a really cool name. I like to go to garage sales with Mom. So maybe my name should be Old Toys Are Awesome. And I love garage sales. How about you? Old toys are pretty awesome, but I don't know if I'd like that as a name. My dog likes to chase his tail. He likes to chase my tail. So maybe my name should be Can't Run Fast While Laughing. Can you run fast when you're laughing? I can't. I remember my mom used to tease us and chase us up the steps, and I couldn't run. My legs didn't want to move. I love to powwow dance. I'm a grass dancer. Do you like to dance? A lot of you boys and girls like dancing. So maybe my name should be Drums, Drums, and More Drums. And you can never have enough drums. I like drums. I dream of traveling the world. So maybe my name should be Full of Wonder. What do you think? That's a pretty cool name. I do not want the name they gave me when I was born. I don't want to be Little Thunder. I don't want to be small. Look, he's pouting. I love my dad, but I don't want to be exactly like him. I love my dad, but I want to be mostly myself. I love my dad, but I want my own name. So what do I do? What do I say? What do you think he should say? What do you think? Yes, that's a good thing. What do you think? I know, he needs to talk to his dad, I think. Yeah, I agree. And he may not change his name, that's fine. But at least he could tell him how he feels. You should always be able to tell your mom and your dad how you feel. Oh, look at this. Son, I think it's time I gave you a new name. A name of your own. My dad read my mind. My dad read my heart. That's so exciting. Son, my name will still be Thunder, but your new name will be, what do you think it's gonna be? What do you think? Oh, that's a good name. How about you? Another good name. Let's find out. Lightning! That's a cool become amazing weather. Our love will be loud and it will be bright. My dad and I will light up the sky as thunder and lightning. That's a really cool name. Yes, that was excellent. I am so excited. I love that book. I think that is such a fun book. So because we're talking about Native Americans, this is a song that we've sung for years. Since before I was a little boy, or I mean a little girl. There I go again, calling myself a little boy. I was a little girl. My brothers were little boys. And we always sang 10 Little Indians. And we're also going to count in sign language. So we'll sing it through 2 times. Ready? 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little Indians, 10 little Indian boys and girls. 10 little, 9 little, 8 little Indians, 7 little, 6 little, 5 little Indians, 4 little, 3 little, 2 little Indians, 1 little Indian girl. Let's do it again. And this time we'll end with 1 little Indian boy. Ready? 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little Indians, 10 little Indian boys and girls. Let's count down. 10 little, 9 little, 8 little Indians, 7 little, 6 little, 5 little Indians, 4 little, 3 little, 2 little Indians, 1 little Indian boy. That was really good. Thank you for helping Miss Davena sing her song. So the next book I have, does anybody remember or know what a myth is? Does anybody have a guess? What's a myth? Yes. It is a story. Is it a true story? Is it a pretend story? What do you think? It's a good guess. So I'm going to tell you what a myth is. And this book is called Native American Myths. And there's a lot of stories that Native Americans tell, and they've told for a long time. And this book is one of the Native American myths in this book I'm going to read to you as well. But myths and stories, people's beliefs and myths varied in different places, because they're based on their personal experiences. So that means what happens to you changes your story, right? Hunting tribes told stories of animal spirits. Farmers spoke of spirits who controlled the land, rain, and crops. Coastal people, or people that lived along the ocean shores, were more interested in sea spirits. Myths about the creation of the world were similar, that means they were alike, they were the same, or pretty close to being the same across the whole continent. And some myths were linked to special religious ceremonies, while others were told purely to entertain their listeners, especially children. So they were just stories to enjoy, because that's what they did for fun. Many were stories of brave heroes whose lives and actions could inspire everyone. And a lot of times they were stories that explained something that they couldn't explain, like why there are stars in the sky, or why there's a moon at night and a sun in the day. Those are things that a myth might explain. Native American myths were passed down to generations as older people told stories to youngsters. So that's like Miss Davena telling you a story, or my mom telling me a story, and I tell my kids a story, and they tell their kids a story, and on and down the road. So most weren't written down. So a lot of Native American myths were never written down, like in a book. Some may have been forgotten, and others have changed over the years. So if you tell a story over and over and over again, a lot of times it changes with your experiences. But the myths still delight their listeners and readers today. So this myth that I'm going to read is called Coyote Finds Fire. And we do have a lot of coyotes here in Pennsylvania, and that they like to chase the deer, and when you hunt for coyotes are a predator. That means they kill other animals a lot and they don't stop. So sometimes there's too many coyotes and we need to take care of that amount of coyote. So in Pennsylvania, there is hunting for coyote at any time because they kill all the deer. One day when a coyote was out hunting, and see, I told you they hunt, he came across a burned reed. That's like a piece of grass. This made him think. No one in his village had ever seen fire, but Coyote was clever enough to know that it existed. That very day, he set out west in search of fire. Some days later, Coyote reached a tall black mountain. At the top, he saw a group of people dancing around some flickering flames. That's it, he thought. Fire. Coyote greeted the fire people as a friend, and they invited him to join their dance. Coyote made himself a headdress of dried reeds and hopped around the fire with his hosts. Then, suddenly he threw his headdress into the flames. It caught fire at once, and Coyote grabbed it and tied it to his tail and ran off at top speed. Oh my goodness, look at that. He's running really fast. Remember when we talked about what we do in a fire? If something's on fire, like our clothes, like this would be on, do we run? No, we stop, drop, and roll. Why is Coyote running? Because he's trying to keep the flames burning. Then, when he reached home, Coyote lit some twigs with the embers of his tail. And soon all the surrounding villages had the knowledge of fire. So do you think that's how fire really started? How people first had fire? No, it's not. We don't know. And that's probably not what happened. That's why it's called a myth. Because it's a story that we tell that's interesting and people would remember because it's weird or different or sounds really impossible to explain something that we have no idea how we got it. So this is the way Native Americans might tell the story of fire. So that's a Native American myth, and that's a real Native American myth. And I have a song for us that is a real Native American lullaby. And it's called Ho Ho Watane. And I did include in the description below the link to the song. There you can learn to play it on a keyboard, on a piano, on a guitar. You can learn to play it on a recorder, or even a xylophone. The words are there, and it has the bouncy ball, and it plays it through a lot of times. And we're going to sing it through at least one time, but we're going to sing it through with the music behind it, because Miss Davena still needs to hear the music in order to sing it right. So, but you'll be able to sing this at home too if you want to. And the words are right there in the description, right in the link to the YouTube link to this song. So it's called Ho Ho Watane, and it's an Iroquois lullaby, and it means sleep, sleep, little one. And we'll go ahead and we'll sing it through at least one time. Ready? And it goes in Iroquois, and then it sings in go. Watane, ho ho watane, kiokina, kiokina, oh little one, oh little one, now go to sleep, now go to sleep. Isn't that a fun song? And it's so pretty. And we'll go ahead and we'll do it one more time. And we'll sing it again. And like I said, Miss Davena has the words and the music are included in the description box if you want to learn to sing it. So here we go. One more time. ho, ho, watane, kiokina, kiokina. Oh, little one, oh, little one, oh, little one. Now go to sleep, now go to sleep. See how that goes? Isn't that pretty? Now we can try singing it one more time without the word or without the music behind it. And we'll try it again. And I will hold the words up so that you guys can see it. And it goes like this. Ho, ho, watane. Ho, ho, watane. Ho, ho, watane. Kiokina, kiokina. Oh, little one. Oh, little one. Oh, little one. Now go to sleep. Now go to sleep. I like that song. I think it's really pretty. And if you want to sing it and make a recording of you singing it and send it to Miss Davena, just have mom or dad contact me here at the library at DLAVERTY@PUBLIBUC.org. And that's my email. And if they want to send me a video of you boys and girls singing that song or a sound recording of it, that's fine. And if not, no big deal, but I'd love to hear you singing that song because I think it's such a pretty song and it's such a cool song to sing for the whole month of November, even though we're only talking about Native Americans today. So we'll go ahead and we will sing our goodbye song. And remember to check out all the activities and the crafts. There's lots of really fun, cool crafts in the description box below and other books about Native Americans. So here we go. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye to all our friends. We wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands like this. We clap our hands like this. We clap our hands for all our friends. We clap our hands like this. Yay! Goodbye.